Hi, Jim. Good to see you. I can see you're here for your book fix. And that's our purpose in life, to supply you folks. All right, these are all the novels. And like everything in the store, everything is alphabetized going this way. A's, B's, C's, all the way. They wrap around over there to the Z's. I have the better books on the racks for display. Here's some and here's more. These are all the small books size. They're called mass market paperbacks. Here we have the trade paperbacks. Trade meaning they are larger size, like these. And they wrap around here, A's, B's, C's, all the way down to Z. And when you bring in books, we give you credit at 20% of the cover price. When you take out books, they are 40% of the cover price. If you have credit, the credit's applied to your charges. And then we charge 25 cents per book for every book that goes out on credit. If you don't use all your credit at once, we hold it over in a card file. We're very old-fashioned here. We do have a computer, but we're not real swift with it. That is a card catalog. All our customers are in there alphabetically again. I'm a big fan of the alphabet. It works so well. They're in there, and we pull out the card, and we note their credit, and we apply it when necessary. Now, basically, the store is categorized and alphabetized. Those are the novels. These are children's books. Downstairs we have all different categories. These are books that defy categorization. And so we have them here in no special order, except for these are local stuff. New Mexico Southwest, Native Americana. And then we have books that are just about very interesting things.
That would be my favorite section, the interesting book section.
I made the section just for you. These are audio books. They aren't in any special order, but they were very popular. Originally started out with them on cassette. Then they went to CD. Here we have biographies, memoirs. They are alphabetical by author. These are books of interest again. The ones I try to put really good ones on display.
Of course.
So these are adventure books. They're about people who do things and almost get killed, but live to tell about it, so they write books about it. Some of them do get killed, so somebody else writes the book. And most of these people are men, I must admit. Very few books about women. These are general nonfiction. The whole room is nonfiction. And I have them subcategorized: cookbooks, arts, crafts, games, hobbies. There's business, economics, movies, psychology, self-help. The larger sections are alphabetical. The smaller sections, I feel people can just sort of peruse them and not need alphabet to guide them. And then I have a section here of military history, and I have it separated by wars. I've got World War II, I've got the Holocaust, I've got Vietnam. You pick your war, and we've got it in a section. Historical romances, contemporary romances here. Around here we have more contemporary romances by authors who wrote a lot of books. This is a section called Romantic Suspense. It's a combination of romance and mystery.
Wow.
And these are very addicting. I have a lot of customers, and this is all they read. Here's a whole shelf for Nora Roberts. She's that prolific and popular. Here we have a section called Occult Romances. These are books where the devil made me do it, see? This is what goes on here. And these also are very popular. And people who write these write a lot of books. Christine Feehan, she's written Laurel Hamilton. Now we have The Devil Made Me Do It, followed by the inspirational romance, God Made Me Do It. What can I say? Okay. And these are lovely. The covers are what get me. The pictures of on the covers, the people you see on the covers, they have a godlike aspect in their the way they look.
That's called divine photography. That's what I try to practice.
I mean, you can just tell. Look, this way, she's seen God. You can tell. We have science fiction, starting down here, Asimov down to Zelazny, alphabetical.
Asimov through Zelazny.
Asimov to Zelazny. And we have hardbacks, and we sell the hardbacks for $1. All right, so they end here. Here we have the Westerns. Shoot 'em up, round 'em up, write 'em out, herd them up. I don't know. Again, there are people who read only Westerns, and they're good. I've read some of them. They're really good.
Yeah.
Some of these authors are not just
I
good,
like,
they're
what's
great.
his name? Zane Grey.
I read, want to hear a story about my Zane Greys?
Sure.
Two people standing here. One person says, I just love Zane Grey, all those beautiful, long, descriptive passages. The other guy says, I hate Zane Grey, all those long, boring, descriptive passages.
I have a friend who makes fun of me for having said that when I read a book, I skip over the long, descriptive passages. Louis L'Amour.
Okay, over here, special literature things for stories, poetry, theater, and this is all Shakespeare.
Theater.
I don't
Okay.
have Shakespeare, but foreign language is there.
Wow, amazing.
Now, classics, literature, and philosophy. And again, these are alphabetical. Here are the small ones. Here are the large ones. These are all mysteries, and they go along this wall, and they wrap around to that wall, all alphabetical. And they end up going down here. These are the small ones. These are the large ones, alphabetical. Each size gets its own alphabet. Now, I'd like to explain to you about the organization. People comment on a couple things about the store. One is the organization. I was a zoology major, University of Minnesota, 1962. The first thing I learned about in Zoology 101 was Carl Linnaeus. He was a Swedish botanist known as the father of taxonomy. He classified all living matter into genus, phylum, species, order, suborder, all that. I'm sure most of us know something about that. Well, when I opened the bookstore, all the books got sorted out by phylum, genus, suborder, species. And that, I mean, it just made so much sense to me, and it's really handy. Somebody can come in the store and want a certain title, an author, and I can find it in less than a minute. Or tell you we don't have the book.
Okay.
And I can do anything in less than a minute. This is the latest section we've put together. They're photography books, and they are absolutely beautiful. And you see, our stock consists of what the people of Santa Fe bring in. I told you already how you bring in books, you get credit. Our stock consists, and Santa Fe is a city of bibliophiles. So we get fabulous books of photography
But there's
books.
nothing wrong with that.
No, I just want to pay tribute. I think that's a very important thing because it means that we're a very local store. We have books that people in town have read, and they've loved them so much they brought them in.
So they've been market tested already.
And passed.
Okay, thanks.
People come in and they really appreciate the fact that we are local. And they feel good about contributing to the local economy. We really don't make very much money, but whatever we make stays in Santa Fe. It doesn't go to some corporate office in New York or LA or Houston or someplace. The money stays here. We hire local people. And it just, makes it much better. And people feel good knowing that I'm local. I meet people, my kids went to school with them, and teachers they had when they were, it's very homey.
Tell everybody you know we're